Hey VIPs, it's Alexis Joy from Alexisjoyvipaccess, and I'm so excited to be catching up with the awesome and incredibly talented
Jacob Whitesides.
And we're here backstage at his concert at the Troubadour, so I just want to congratulate you on all the amazing success with your career. You've been doing so much since our last interview, so we got to get to it and talk about it. Now, since you're currently on your Lovesick tour and you've been performing all over, if you could describe the feeling you get performing in front of your fans using an emoji, what would it be?
Besides hard eyes, because that's a basic one. Definitely a little lightning bolt. There's been so much energy on this tour. It's just been like phenomenal. Like the fans have just like every night they show up just ready to party, and it's been like so much fun. So
excellent. Yeah. Well, you also bring a great energy on stage that your fans love watching. And also, can you tell us the inspiration and the creative process behind making your single Lovesick?
Yeah, so I was over in Europe for like a month, which felt like so long, being away from home that long. And then I came back. I flew into Connecticut directly after Europe, and didn't even get to take a breath before I was back in the studio. And we were kind of just chilling and talking about Europe. There's not a lot of time to write music while you're touring because it's just so like one thing after the next. But I journaled a lot over there, and we were kind of reading through all that stuff and kind of discussing the vision for the album. And Alex and Mark from the band Magic, they sent over a song called Lovesick, the idea for it, and I just fell in love with it. It was honestly like such a fun song. It like felt so like fresh and just like it was so high energy. So we flew them to Nashville and spent like 3 days working on it, which was just like super fun. They're like the nicest guys ever, so it was really a great process.
Awesome. And the rest is history. Now we just listen to it over and over again. And speaking of your music, you also have a debut album coming out, so can you tell us what it was like working on that and what you're looking forward to the most for fans to listen to?
It was amazing because, you know, this is my debut. I've done a couple EPs, but like that was just a very small body of work. This is my biggest one thus far, and it was great just kind of taking all of the inspiration and stuff from the first 2 EPs, which was more like laid back, like acoustic type stuff, and kind of transitioning over into more of like a pop sound with more pop influences and stuff. It was really fun just kind of experimenting a little bit for this for the debut.
Well, we can't wait to hear it. We're like counting down the days for it. But if you could describe the album using one word, what word would it be?
Definitely diverse. It's very diverse and a bit different from my old stuff, but still sounds like me.
Awesome. Well, you just got us extra excited to listen to it. And also, what are some of your pre-show rituals before a performance?
I mean, I love to eat before I go on stage. It's really bad for your voice, but it gives me a lot more energy. When I'm singing on an empty stomach, I feel so weak. So I've been trying to eat healthier recently, which I've been failing at, especially on tour. On tour, it's so hard to eat healthy, but yeah, I had some Whole Foods today, which was soup healthy. So yeah.
Well, that's a funny answer that you gave, because I have a special question for that in the speed round. But before that, if you could create a song with any other musician, who would it be?
Definitely John Mayer. He's always been like my biggest inspiration, and just like the most talented singer, songwriter, guitar player, everything. So definitely him.
Excellent. Well, we'll have to do a hashtag, like hashtag Jacob and John, and we'll make that happen. All right. Well, Jacob, we're going to do the speed round now. Are you ready for it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, this one's perfect for you. Food/snack you've been craving the most during this tour?
Definitely barbecue. I love barbecue. It's such like a Tennessee thing because the barbecue in Tennessee is amazing, but there's no time for it on the road. It's too not enough time. When I get home, though, it's the first thing I'm doing is get some barbecue.
Definitely. And first concert you've ever been to?
Oh, first concert. It was actually Chris Stapleton, one of my favorite country artists ever. He was in a bluegrass band, and it was like 6 years ago, and actually it was what inspired me to start doing music. So,
oh, wow. That's excellent. Well, a lot of your fans, maybe this is their first concert, so that'll be memorable for them.
That's such an amazing thing, being in a meet and greet and having a fan tell me this is their first like experience. It's just like really, like, it's so awesome. They're going to tell their kids about it one day. It just makes my heart warm.
Excellent. And favorite Snapchat filter?
Definitely the puppy one, unfortunately, because it's like the most overused filter, but it makes your face just look so much better, so I like to use it.
Excellent. And musician you'd like to swap lives for a day, but it can't be John Mayer?
Ooh. I don't know, Ed Sheeran seems like he has so much fun because he's like so famous and like so talented and has like the biggest shows ever, but he's also like, no one ever talks about his like personal life. Like he's just so under the radar. He does what he wants to, so definitely Ed.
Awesome. Well, high five. You did a good
Thank
job
you.
on that
Thank
speed
you.
round. And lastly, if you could bring out one message to all of your fans, what message would that be?
Honestly, I just want to thank you guys. Not only the fans that have made this tour so amazing, but the fans that have just made this entire year so freaking awesome. Going back to Europe this fall, so I want to see all of you guys in Europe. And yeah, I'm just excited for the rest of the year, and especially for the album to drop. I hope you guys love the new music, and I love you all.
Oh, excellent. Well, thank you so much for catching up with me today. You're such a humble and down-to-earth musician, but we can't wait for your album coming out.
So nice
Bye,
to meet you. See you
guys.
guys.